here. As this goes down, shift into the left. Really nice position to hit the golf ball from. Hey golfers, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to look at what is probably my favorite drill that I use for my own game, and I use it all the time in coaching. So if you are a golfer who is looking to hit the golf ball straight without needing to release the club at the last second, you want to achieve some shaft lean, you want to achieve consistency in the direction that you hit it, and also be able to use your body and your hips correctly in the downswing, well, this drill is really going to help you out. So before we get started, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let me know where you're watching from. Let's get going. Okay guys, so what we're going to look at is a position in the golf swing called P6. Basically what that means is when the shaft is in its last parallel. So think of the downswing and the shaft gets to this position where it's parallel with the ground. Okay, now you can tell pretty much everything about what is about to happen to the golf ball based on where you are in that position. We look at a lot of swings on tour and we're going to see this position, regardless of how they get there with different moves, it's always going to be very, very similar in this position. So it makes sense if we could work on that, start hitting some soft shots, that we could really improve our ball striking. So what is the big thing that I see that golfers don't get in that position, or the biggest pattern that I see? When golfers come down, I'm going to see a couple of things. One, the club head is going to be outside of the hands this way. Two, the face is going to be pointed more up to the sky. So what does that mean? From here, as we continue to rotate our body, you can see how the club now would travel to the left, and that face being open is going to cause shots that will curve off to the right unless you make some sort of compensation late in the swing, be it maybe releasing the club over, but really no consistency. What we want to discover and achieve from this drill is that we can have this release, what I would call very passive, how we get the club in the right position. We can use our body rotation to square the club face and have that club coming a fraction from inside. Okay, so we know what the issue is for most golfers. If we can improve this position, we are going to hit better golf shots. So let's get into the step-by-step process of how to improve this position and start hitting some shots. Okay, I'm going to pull up some images on screen of this position from some of the world's best golfers, and you'll see those real similarities. So what do we need to achieve from this and why? Obviously, you know, with this channel, we want to talk about the why, not just do this, do that. We need to figure out why we got to do it so that we can trust it and implement it. So what we're going to do, there's a few steps to this, but I promise once you get it, it's going to make such a difference. So we're going to the top of our normal backswing, and from here I want you to not really doing anything with your body yet, I'll get into that in a second. We're going to let the arms fall down on their own to the point where our hands sit one hand width from our right thigh. That's step one. Number two, the club head you can see is a fraction behind my hands, not out in front, not in line, but a fraction behind. Okay. Number three is look at my club face and how it matches my spine angle. It's not open, it's not here, because remember, as we rotate, that's the bad one. We want to be in this position, hands close to your thigh, club head behind your hands, and club face turned down. Now that is a fantastic delivery position for a golf shot. Club face is good. Club's just trailing behind the hands, which means we can attack it slightly from inside when we add rotation. I'll get that in a second. But it is really, really good because by the time you get to this point in your swing, there's not a lot you can do about it. By the time you maybe feel this position is off, you can't send signals to the club to make a change in time. So if we can make this position much better, you're going to find you hit much better golf shots. Now, what we want to do, step 4 in this, okay? I know there's a few steps, but honestly, take your time with each step because it will really help. Step 4, as we make this move, remember, we're going top, down to here. Okay, I haven't really done a whole lot with my body yet, But as we get this move, here's what I want from you. Top of the swing, club falls into that slot, and as you do this, so step one would be just learn that first. Now as that's happening, I want you to let the weight move into your left foot. So notice as that club is falling, I am shifting my weight onto my left side. Okay, so top here, as this goes down, shift into the left. Really nice position to hit the golf ball from. Okay, because we've got that weight left now, we can hit down on the ball, we can compress it, we can have the club in the right position. Now here's a really cool bit, right? This is why I think this is so good. And I know there's probably a few steps, but once you try this a few times, you'll get it. Okay, so the next piece, we talked about body rotation. Okay, what does body rotation essentially do? Well, opens the club face. Okay, if I have the club here and I leave my hands and arms and I just rotate, see what happens to the club? It opens. Okay, and I want to get into this in quite a bit of detail because I'm very passionate about this drill. I just think it's so important. Help me out, helps so many of my students out as well. So rotation opens the face. Now watch what happens when I am in this position that we're learning. Face is my same as my spine, it's turned down. As I rotate, I don't need to do anything now with my hands and arms. I've already got my weight left, club's in a good delivery spot. I can just turn my body and watch what happens. So from here, turn, keep the face square, and I have shaft lean. The other cool thing, because the club is sitting behind the hands, as I continue to rotate, I can hit it from that inside position. Remember, out here, turn, club goes left, plus the face open. That's the bad shot to the right, the weak shot. Okay, so really try this, really scale it, take your time with it, build it up in steps, get the first 3 bits good first. Then I want to talk here about how to practice this and start hitting some shots. And I can guarantee the first couple you hit will feel a little weird, but when you get it, you're going to have nice, compressed little baby draws, and we're only hitting these soft. Okay, so what we want to do, set up, top, remember our position, and the weight goes left here. Once you feel this, I just want a little pump and continue to rotate your body. So here, little pump, rotate. You'll be amazed at how much you will be able to rotate now, because remember, if the face is open, last thing you want to do is rotate. You want to try and close that down to let the body start to work. Okay guys, so I know that's a little bit of a complex one. In reality, once you get the drill, it won't be that complicated. I just want to run through it one more time before we're done, and let me know in the comments how you get on with this, by the way, and if you have any questions. So remember, there's really 4 major steps. Top, here, hands close to the thigh, club head behind the hands, face turned down, weight left, rotate, here, and 3. Okay guys, give it a go. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Let me know how you get on, and as always, thank you so much for all your support, guys. I'm really glad that you guys are enjoying it and seem to be helping a lot of people. Okay, so before we go, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.